I can't remember the last time I walked away from a social interaction and felt satisfied of cringing to myself to actually wanting to pick at my skin with pliers. And it's never on any other side of the spectrum. It's never like, wow, that was a great interaction. I portrayed myself very well. I was an active listener, and I'm very glad with how that went, and I can't wait to socialize more. I think the last time that happened has got to be at least 10 years ago, and I don't know why, and it's kind of become the bane of my existence. It's kind of become my biggest battle in this lifetime. I used to from the get-go, from birth to like maybe when I was like 13, I had no problem socializing. I was like always in class, like getting in trouble for talking too much. Then something shifted, and I became very introverted and really struggled to make friends at school. I don't know why. And then something shifted again, I would say maybe 8 years later, and I became a social butterfly in 2019. And I found it so easy. I was going to like parties like 4 times a week. Sometimes I would like not have a break in my schedule where I was just like alone with my thoughts. I would be constantly hanging out with people. And then COVID happened. And then the cycle reset, and I found myself back in the void, in finding it impossible to talk to people, making it feel like I'm putting my legs through a wood chipper when I enter a party and I don't know a single mutual friend, and I have to go up to a random person and say hello and introduce myself, and talking about myself kind of makes me feel queasy. For a long time, I was like very content with being in like a little bit of an extroverted mindset. Especially for the past few years. I'm very lucky that a lot of what I've wanted to do, I've been able to do with just myself. I pretty much am the only one running my YouTube, my TikTok, this podcast. I get like a little help from a friend, but that's like about it. I edit all my own shit, and I realize that like what I do is probably like not even, it's probably one of maybe a handful of like, if we want to call it like a career, things that you can just do by yourself. It is actually aggravating how in so many different fields, like think of like whatever field you want to go into, whatever you want to pursue in life, whatever career you want, you have to be able to socialize probably to get up the ranks. Obviously you can get like a little bit far just by yourself, even if you're like extremely introverted, but to truly ascend to the top of the ranks, the people who find it very easy to socialize and very easy to network make it so much further. And I've always found it to be one of the great injustices of this life, because there are so many people, I don't know why, and I'm just going to name drop, and I'm just going to say a name because it's all I can think of. And I've actually never even met this person, so maybe this is just a mischaracterization, but Zach Bia, what the fuck does that person do? And they're just like friends with every celebrity. There's a certain gene, I think, that people have where they can just like lock the fuck in and charm people, and I don't have that gene. I have the opposite of that. I have like the reverse like allele or like chromosome of that, where I think I actively, it's not even, maybe I'm actually just stinky, but I feel like I actively repel people. And I'm not saying that, I'm really realizing that this sounds like a pity me party, but I'm actually trying to get to the bottom of it, and I've narrowed it down to like a few things. One thing is I'm very bad at eye contact, and I don't know where this came from. And when I say bad, it's like both extremes. So sometimes I will not break the eye contact, and I think people think that I'm trying to explode their brain with my mind, or like shoot a laser into their fucking skull through their eyes. And I don't know why. I think sometimes I'm overcompensating and sometimes I'm undercompensating, because sometimes I literally can't even make eye contact. I'll go into a group and I'll be like, hello, and just stare at the ground. And I don't know why I do that. I'm very aware of it and cognizant of it now. I'll literally like be sitting or like standing in like a group of people and like be staring at the ground and like being like, look into their eyes, they are talking to you, look into their eyes, and I like cannot do it. I cannot do it. It's something about it feels so intimate, and I think it makes me uncomfortable. I think it's like, And then there's like an added layer where I think like, do they think I'm staring at them too much? And then I undercompensate, or I'll think I'm not staring enough, and then I'll overcompensate. And I've never found a happy medium. Never, ever, ever. I've the amount of times in a year when people will be like, either say, do you have a staring problem? Because I'm staring at them like actually shooting a laser into their mind. Or they'll say, I've literally had people say to my face like, do you have trouble making eye contact? And in that moment, I want to swallow a bomb. So what is that about? I don't know. But I'm making this today because I feel a shift coming. I in the past, I want to say 3 months, maybe 6 months, I've really gotten out of my shell. I've really, I don't feel really that much social anxiety anymore. There's some things that still linger. I still struggle with eye contact here and there, but a lot of the stuff that would like actively prevent me from like, say, going to a party or like hanging out with new people is gone. I've started just like people be like, let's hang out, and then I will hang out with them, and it's a crazy concept. I'm like, this shit didn't exist a year ago in my mind. I couldn't just like reply to an Instagram DM of like a buddy being like, but let's hang out, and then I fucking do it. It's crazy, and I don't know what shifted, but it makes me a little scared because I'm like, okay, how long is this gonna last this time? Am I gonna make all these fun connections, make these friends, and then do a fucking 180 flip and lose them all? And it's an uncomfortable feel. I don't know. Maybe this is like a singular experience or a universal experience of like flip-flopping between like extrovert and introvert. I think COVID definitely made a lot of people's socialization skills very, very poor. But damn, like it couldn't have taken 4-5 years to get over fucking COVID. Like not like actual COVID, but like the social ramifications of COVID. That makes no fucking sense. So it has to have been something else. And when I find myself jumping into this new social butterfly era, I get scared. I get a little scared because I'm like, how long is this going to last for? Right when COVID hit, I was like in such a social butterfly phase of my life. I had just like started coming to LA and was making so many friends, and like hanging out with like I would meet like 5 new people a day. It was fucking crazy. And like it wouldn't even be like that bad. Like I'd be like, hey, and like I would like get along with them. It was like a crazy fucking concept. And then COVID hit, and a good portion of those friendships literally died out. And it makes me kind of sad going back to LA now when I like go, because it's like I really lost a lot of connections there. And there was other factors too. There was also, I didn't have my visa yet, so I can only spend 6 months in the US, like max. I wouldn't even spend that much time because like the maximum if you're Canadian and you're going to the US, and obviously you can't work if you don't have a fucking visa. So like I would have to go back and forth, and I would like spend long periods of time in Canada or in other places, and then also those friendships would just like disappear and dissipate. So I really hate the look of my tongue there. So, fell out of touch with a lot of people, and it's kind of sad because it's like I stay mutual with them on Instagram, but then I'll see them post, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen your face in 5 fucking years, and some of these people I was like so close with, like at their house like every single day, and then it's like boom, the pandemic happened, and boom, never pretty much saw them again. Like literally some people I have not seen since 2019 that I was like so close with, and it's a crazy concept. And it feels like, as I was saying earlier, it feels so weird to still be like, guys, COVID kind of ruined everything, but like fuck, it kind of, no. But I'm not going to blame it on COVID anymore. And I'm also not going to worry about it too much anymore because, as I said, I'm getting over it. So how did I get to... And by the way, I should also say there's nothing inherently wrong, or there's nothing wrong or right about like being an extrovert or an introvert. Like they are their own thing, and they just are. There's no like right or wrong the way to be. Obviously, if like one is harming you, then I would say maybe switch it up a little bit. Try and get out of your bubble or get back in your bubble. There is also the concept of being too social and it harming you, which I feel like is a little bit more rare. Probably not even like that real, honestly, but like, I've met some people who like literally go fucking insane if they don't like have 3 plans for the day. Like they cannot be left alone by themselves for like 12 hours. They do exist. Those people do exist. But not me. Not my ass. But the thing is, like, sometimes, and especially in periods of my life where things get so busy and I'm hanging out with so many people, I have felt it where it's like, damn, I need to hang out with someone. I need social. Because they always say, like, introverts, they recharge their battery by being alone and, like, doing, like, solo activities. And then extroverts recharge their battery by being around other people. And I've felt both of those. I felt it where like I'm like I need a week alone or I'm gonna fucking explode. But I've also been in like weird times where I needed to be around people or I went crazy and I was like, I'm losing myself. I don't know which one I like better, honestly. I feel like I'm kind of ambidextrous. That's not the word. That's left hand, right hand. Whatever, if they got a word for right down the middle. I remember doing like what is it, the Enneagram or like INFJ. I believe I was a ENFJ, but like it broke it down for me. It's like some fucking personality thing, but like the E stands for extrovert and the I stands for introvert, and it said I was like 49% introvert, 51% extrovert. I'm like, awesome. Like, what do I do with that information? What an annoying little anomaly to be. Actually, I should do that. I should do that tonight. I'm curious what I am now because I think the last time I did that I was like 18 or something. But let me give you some fucking tips for how to sway one way or the other. Well, starting with if you're feeling too introverted, if you're feeling too isolated, which arguably I would say is more harmful because guys, America has a fucking isolation crisis. Okay? I read this thing. Oh my God, it was so scary. It said like 4% of adults like just hang out. Like literally just 4% of adults will just like hang out with each other. Holy fuck. That's fucking crazy. But I'm in the 4%. But if you want to start hanging out with people, if you want to get out of your shell, get out of your fucking bubble, here's what I recommend. You gotta put yourself out of your comfort zone. I think a big part of being like an introvert or isolating yourself is like finding too much comfort in safety. It's kind of like taking like a cold shower. Like on paper, it sounds fucking crazy and is in the moment very uncomfortable, but after you do it, you feel good. And then the next time you do it, it's like not scary. It's not scary at all. Like I just, and you know what? Fucking sometimes it's not even that fun. Like sometimes you will like hang out with someone and you're like, damn, we actually have like nothing in common. And this is like kind of boring and actually you're kind of a fucking freak. And you know, I'm sure people have said about me too when they've hung out with me for the first time, but it's a learning experience. The thing is, like the thing I find is you don't really progress as a human, when you're by yourself. You can a little bit. You can fucking read books. You can like go on a Wikipedia binge. You can like learn stuff about yourself that way. But it's like nowhere near as much as like having experiences and meeting people. Just like fucking bada bing, bada boom in the wild, in public. You really can't beat it. It's almost like a crash course sometimes. Sometimes you learn so much so fast. It's a fucking problem. And maybe that's what's scary. Maybe that's what's scary about going to interact with people that you haven't before. But listen, you fucking... Oh, awesome. I just have hiccups now. And my voice is going. I'm not even sick. And I sound like... You got to do it. But if you're an extrovert and you feel yourself getting drained, or actually, I feel like a lot of the time, The times that I've like kind of suffered from hanging out with too many people, it has been when I've said yes to too many people. I will say yes to fucking everything for no reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like FOMO, and I get this is like I feel like this is like a kind of a common problem to just like say yes, like literally every, like people will give me the like a plan that fucks up my day so incredibly bad and like actually doesn't work at all and causes me so much stress, and I'll just say yes and I'll go with it, and I will show up on time and not be late and fucking deal with the ramifications later. Literally that is why, okay, this is like one reason why, let me like not blame this on, let me like take some accountability here, but that is like why my fucking YouTube channel is called Ben of the Week and I post every 2 weeks, is because like so much shit gets in the way a lot of the time, that I will just bulldoze over like things that I like should probably be doing, and like work to hang out with friends. And actually, you know what? I'm very privileged to be in a position that I can fucking do that. That I can be like, I'm just not going to work, and I'm actually just going to hang out with my friends. So I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, because you know what? When I was fucking clocking in a Bubba Gump, if my friends were like, let's go to Dave and Buster, they wouldn't say that because I didn't live in fucking America then. If they said, let's go to West Edmonton Mall, I'd be like, damn, I want to go to West Edmonton Mall, but I fucking work there. Oh, wow. I literally forgot I worked there. I just said that as like it really looks like I'm just wearing underwear. These are like shorts, but they're way too fucking short, and I don't know why. See, now I'm feeling self-conscious, so I'm gonna fucking slide down the chair. So, so you can so go out there, put yourself out of your comfort zone. But another thing is, guys, let's start using social media to be social. Felt like fucking senior to awesome when I said that. Cool. No, but like actually, I've barely been going on TikTok recently, and I've been using Instagram pretty much primarily for its like DMs. Although I will say my fucking Reels feed is just, it's beautiful. Like I was hanging with my friends all weekend, and I would like just need us to all sit down for like 30 minutes each day, and we would all sit on the couch and watch my Reels, and it was fucking beautiful. It was beautiful. But it is a little bit, okay, wait. I'm like developing a concept, and I feel like a scientist right now. I feel like there's different levels of communication, and they all fill your battery in different ways. I think the lowest level, and by that I mean like the type of communication that feeds your soul and your battery the least, is like online, like like talking to motherfuckers on Discord. I would argue that talking to like people on Discord actually makes you like lonelier in a way. Not always the case, okay? If you have a fucking Discord kitten or something, you're like, yeah, my Discord kitten, I love my Discord kitten. Like, you want to fucking mellow? Then okay. But I feel like for the most part, it always feels, at least for me, it always feels like when I talk to people and I can't see their face, and sometimes when I was like younger and had internet friends and like didn't even know their fucking name, I could be on the phone with them on like Skype or Discord for like 6 hours straight and feel like worse afterwards. Even if it was like we were having fun and we were playing like fucking Call of Duty or something, I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you? So I feel like that's the lowest level. Then the mid-level tier is like FaceTiming your friends, where you're still seeing them. You know their fucking names. You have probably met them in real life before. You're gonna hang out with them at some point in person. That I feel like it's obviously not the best type of communication, but it's like a good middle ground. It's a good like band-aid for if you have friends that live far away, or like you're like traveling or you're far away or some shit like that. It's a good middle level. And then of course the top level is probably like just hanging out with friends in person, and you fucking know them, obviously. So like I feel like when you spend so much time on the bottom level only, or like a little bit of the bottom level of communication, so like just talking to people on Discord, or like just seeing people on FaceTime and like not actually physically interacting with them and hanging out with them and be able to like squeeze them and hug them, it starts to warp your brain on like what healthy communication feels like and what like a social life feels like. Like I've had periods of time where I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have not hung out with anyone this entire week, even though it feels like I have. Like I've literally just been on Fortnite talking to people and like not even seeing their faces, and it would hit me like a fucking truck. I'd be like, oh, damn, I'm alone. So I don't know, like times like that, I almost regret spending so much time locked the fuck into these like lesser modes of communication. And my upper thigh is out. Get the fuck down. So I would say, first thing, put yourself out there. Try and hang with people you've never fucking hung out before. Like you don't even know them. Like be the one to DM and say like, hey, I think we have some stuff in common. Hey, mutual. Hey, Mootsie. Hey, Oomph. Hello, Oomph. Would you like to hang out to Oomph? Do that. Limit your time. God, I sound like a North Dakotan governor, like passing like a fucking social media law to give kids like 5 minutes of like internet time. But limit your time talking to internet friends. And listen, okay, maybe this sounds like a little bit harsh. Like I understand it sounds a little bit harsh to be like, stop talking to your fucking internet friends because they're not real and they're a 50-year-old man who's actually grooming you on Kick. And you think it's your girlfriend and you're 12 years old and you're like, hey, girlfriend. And then they're like, send me pictures of your armpits. And you're like, why would I want to do it? Wait, that's kind of odd, but you do it anyway. And then you find out that you're actually not talking to your girlfriend. It's a 50-year-old man on Kick and you're 12 years old. But limit your time on talking to people that you can't touch. That sounds fucking weird. See, now that people that listen, they have to check 2 out of 3 boxes to be a true friend. You have to know their fucking name. You have to have met them, and you have to know what their face looks like. You can have 2. It has to be a 2 of those. If you have just one, that's not your friend. That would be kind of fucking weird though if you if you had met someone but you like did it. Well, no, actually, I don't know. I don't know a lot of motherfuckers' names that I meet and that's something I need to work on. Let me fucking touch on that really quick. I struggle so badly with names. It's almost to the point where I get so anxious about like having to learn people's names that like when I'm in an interaction and I'm meeting people, I'm so locked the fuck in to learn someone's name that I'm just like, if I say hi, I'm Ben, and they say hi, I'm Jerry Garcia, I'm like, fuck, okay, that's Jerry Garcia, that I like black the fuck out and I don't even know what they're saying to me. And then I forget their name anyways. And then it's like a whole waste. Oh my God, it happens so much. And like, especially at like parties where there's like loud music. I went to this one party for this brand like 3 weeks ago and the music was fucking bumping. And I was like, listen, bumping in a good way. I was like, cause I need is a beauty. They weren't playing that. They were playing Future. But it was so hard to hear them. I was just like, and maybe I'm going deaf a little bit. That's a whole thing for another story, or for another day. That's a whole story for another day. But I was like literally trying to read their fucking lips. Like I was like, can you repeat that in like ASL or something, please? Like entire conversations where this is all I see. And then I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, and it gets to the point where like and at that point I'm so in my head just trying to like mechanically carry on the conversation. So I'm just like rotating fucking words. I'm like, oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, sick. Oh sick, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, gotcha. And then they'll like ask me a direct question about something they said, and I'm like, wait, what was that? Oh my fucking God, it's my worst nightmare. And it happens so much. happens so much. My dream, like, social event party is like silence. Like, what if we all hung out at a yoga class? What if we all hung out in the park? Oh fuck. I literally gave myself goosebumps. Okay, yeah. So my brain is fucking shutting down. Goosebumps. Like thinking about a situation like that. But listen. It's in the past because I'm getting better. I'm getting better at this shit, and I'm getting so good at it that I'm not even thinking about all my pitfalls whenever I try and communicate with someone. It's not even happening. Another thing. Fuck. Because before I hug myself up, another thing is I'm so incredibly bad at just like introducing myself. I know I talked about like saying names, but like talking about myself. And listen, this sounds fucking crazy coming from someone who is like who has made a podcast episode every fucking week for the past like 4 years, but I hate talking about myself. And maybe it's just like the Canadian in me, but like I think maybe. No, I'm not going to generalize all Americans and say they just like to talk about themselves. But a lot of them do. And it's kind of like a stereotype that Americans will be like, oh, what's your name? And then they say, what do you do? Which is like not a thing in like other countries. Like in Canada, it's at least 5 questions in Canada before they get to the, what do you do? What do you do? And usually it's like, oh, do you go to school? Like, where do you go to school? And then I'm like, I did a year and a half of communications at McEwen University in New York, or in Edmonton. Guys, when I went to university, I was thinking about this the other day. I made 0 fucking friends. This was in my, to be honest, this was in my period of like being extremely introverted and probably like peak introverted. Like I was like actually... Like, I was like an incel without the incelness. Like, just like the social stuntedness of an incel. But not an actual incel, guys. Not like that. But, like, it was actually fucking crazy. And it was getting scary. Because it was a year and a half of, like, full-time fucking university and working a job. And I made 0 friends. 0. Count it. 0.0. It was really scary. And like, I think I did go into it with not the best intentions. I kind of just went to university hating the program, just like doing something to fucking do it. I ended up dropping out, actually. Maybe I feel like I fucking talked about this a million times, but I dropped out before like TikTok, YouTube even like took off or anything. I think I had like 100 followers on TikTok, and it was like my Musical.ly account that had just become TikTok. But like, I dropped out because like I hated what I was doing so much, and I was making no friends, and holy fuck, I just made throat sounds for like 10 seconds straight and didn't even get a sentence out or even a fucking word out. But I made no friends because I went into it just wanting to get the entire university experience over with. And by the way, McEwen University, let me say, for my Edmontonians, for my Albertans, do not fucking go to McEwen University. Do not fucking go. Unenroll. Get out of there. It is the worst fucking place ever. It is so depressing. My dryer just started rattling so loud I thought someone was breaking into my house. I went to a bona fide community college. Like, I shit you not, it was like a community college 4 years before I went to university. And listen, there's nothing wrong with a community college at all. Fucking duh. But it must be said, it is a very different social environment. You have people from all different ages. And in my case, it was a lot of people who were in their 30s and sometimes 40s. And I was 17. So like, what friends was I going to make there? And listen, I did fuck around and hang out with, like, in class with some fucking dope ass 30-year-olds. And I did ask one of them to buy me weed. But that was like literally the most that I got out of the interactions with the people in my classes. So like, I don't know. Okay, this is getting like too niche. Maybe this is getting too niche. So let me like wrap this up. But like, it wasn't the best environment to make friends. And in retrospect, after hanging out with friends that went to like fun universities, with like, I don't know, like a more younger population that are like your age when you're in there, I realized that like, okay, I probably could have made friends if I went to different schools. So I think it was like probably, guys, I know if you're picking like a university or a college or not, or none of that, or you're just going to work a job, pick very carefully. And I don't mean to add like more stress or pressure on you, but it truly fucking will alter the course of your life. I don't mean to stress you out by saying that, but it will alter the course of your life, because if you pick one like I did, where it will be very hard for you to socialize and make friends that are like meaningful and that you can connect with. I'm not just talking like acquaintances that you have classes with where it's like, well, all right, I fuck with you. Like, not like I'm talking like people that you actually like vibe with. Pick very carefully. Pick ones that have like a good reputation for being like a fun school, and pick a program where you will meet people that are like-minded to you, because if you pick something that you hate and you don't meet anyone, you will literally waste away prime fucking years of your life. Let Papa Ben give you advice. I fully wasted years 17 to 19 of my life. Prime fucking years. Prime years. I literally would go from my mom's house to school, not make any friends, sit at the back of the class, drive to Bubba Gump Shrimp Co., work a shift until 2 a.m., go home, play Fortnite with like an internet friend, and then go to bed and think about crashing my Toyota Corolla into a gas pump and having it explode and killing me. And listen, if you're in oh my God, these fucking shorts. If you're in a situation like that right now where you are fucking not liking it, you're not vibing with your situation or your school or your job, listen closely and carefully. It's not permanent. I got the fuck out of there, and I didn't get out of. So what I was gonna do, my plan A was to go do graphic design, because at a different university, I was gonna go to ACAD, which is now I think it's called Alberta University of Arts and Design. It was like an art school. And I was like, okay, fuck, like at least I'll probably make friends there, because like what I was taking, which was like professional communications and journalism, it was like people who wanted to do communications, and like copywriting, which is literally just fucking like writing like blurbs, like if you got a box of Cheez-Its and saw on the side panel, it was like, Cheez-Its are magically delicious and filled and packed with cheese. That a copywriter was hired by the company to write that, and that's our fucking job, just like writing things. I would have exploded if I had to do that forever. But I didn't. I got out of there. So life is too fucking short to let yourself be stuck in a boring situation. Take a fucking risk. Get out there. Like this shit was plan fucking Z, but thankfully, since I took the risk of dropping, now I'm like, drop out of college, but I'm not saying drop out of college. I'm saying like, I was enrolling in a different one, and then this shit just happened to take off while that was happening. I was like, whew, hallelujah. On that note, can we say a prayer for Pope Francis, guys? Can we say a prayer for Papa Francisco? He might be fucking dead by the time this comes out, actually. But guys, me and my friends have been getting so many edits about Pope Francis. What a little fucking guy, and he has kidney failure. I'll go fucking Catholic again. I'll do it. I think I'll actually give up something for Lent this Lenten season. But the thing is, it's like you're supposed to, if you're a Catholic, you're not supposed to eat meat. from like fucking like every Friday from like March 5th to like I don't know like April 12th, which actually fun fact was one of the original reasons why I am now vegan is because I gave up meat or like I wouldn't eat meat for Lent, but I was like, damn, I could do this shit. And then I watched like really scary documentaries like Food Inc. and I was like, oh, let's just do this every day. So please say a prayer for Papa Francis is where I was going with that. Fuck, I cannot speak English. To wrap things up because it's got really fucking niche. I started talking about like my alma mater. I was actually thinking, damn, who want to give me an honorary degree? I don't care if it's like University of Phoenix online, guys. Feeling a little bit insecure and embarrassed about not having a bachelor's degree, if I'm being honest with you. Not that I want to go back. There's not a single I don't think there's a single program that I would want to take like to get a degree. I also don't want to deal with that. And I also, listen, this is not shade. This is going to sound so ageist. And this is not shade to people who are older pursuing post-secondary education. But I will say, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could be 30 and in college. Watch me literally like flop in a way that we did not think was possible. And I actually have to go back to college. Like these fucking shorts. And then I'm like, someone like records me at the back of a lecture hall for like professional communications like 2 years from now. That would be funny. That would be fucking funny. I wonder when the next time I'll eat my words will be. I feel like I do it a lot. But then again, listen, we're going to take another tangent. I feel like we need to have a discussion one day about being a hypocrite versus just changing your mind. I changed my mind so goddamn much about like literally everything. And I feel like on this podcast, I've literally said things and then like a fucking month later, been like, I completely disagree with that. Ew! Like when I was doing like my unwoke opinions and I was like, guys, I think it's awesome. That Elon Musk is best friends with Donald Trump because Elon Musk loves the planet because he makes Teslas and they're electric cars. And that means that he's going to put a good word in for Donald Trump. Nope. Dumbest fucking thing I've ever said in my life, maybe. I'm going to eat my words forever. But no, I can feel it coming. That was probably the biggest one I've done in a minute. Don't know what I'm going to do. Probably this will be next. Probably me like enrolling. It's going to be me in like a Zoom call for like an online bachelor's degree for like a business bachelor degree. And then someone's going to be in my class and like record me and be like, washed up fucking man of the week is... Okay, guys. Anyways, that's not going to happen. Guys, I'm gonna get on my fucking grind. I'm planning something in the next few days that's gonna be either my best video ever, or I'm gonna die, or it's gonna flop. Or two of those. I could die and it could be my best video ever, or I could die and it could flop. In which that case, fuck. Okay, wait. I don't have a will, but if my last hurrah is this video and I die in the process, I guess I wouldn't upload it then. Hey, I was going to say delete it because that's so embarrassing. But no, it wouldn't even be up, so we're fine. We're chilling. Anyways, I love y'all, and I hope maybe this helped you. Maybe it made you actually so anxious, and I hope it didn't. But I'll see you next fucking Thursday. Sheesh. Take care, my sweet little mamas. Goodbye.